My favorite Google Ads report then, now, and forever. What's going on, everybody? David Feldman-Makrias here again. We're going to make this quick video because I want to still go over this report. It was my favorite report learning Google Ads. It's my favorite report now. And as long as Google is around or some sort of search platform is around for some time to come, it will be my favorite report. And the reason is because it actually shows and gives the most insight. It is the search term report. The search term report is so valuable because it actually shows what someone's searching for our keyword, and then it shows what they do after that, meaning click the ad, see an impression, convert, not make a phone call. We don't have that availability in the search term report, but convert. So it's pretty relevant. Now, again, conversion deprecation as of May, June 2024 is a real thing. We can't just blindly trust conversions, but we can't just blindly get rid of them either. So we have to look at everything with a grain of salt and see what is what. So that's why I'm looking at clicks. Search term report, first and foremost, where do we find it? So I'm in the Google Ads dashboard, okay? Google Ads dashboard, I have the view. There's a new view coming out, so this may have changed if you're watching this video. And it's rolled out onto some of my accounts, but not other ones. But basically, you can find it under, it used to be under keywords, but Google's moving everything apparently. So it's not under keywords anymore. You have to come under insights and reports, and then you're going to scroll down to search terms. It should still be labeled search terms or something very, very close. So what this is going to show me is, what do I have here? I have my search term, I have my keyword, I have clicks, conversions, costs, impressions, and a bunch of other metrics as I scroll to the right. I'm really only concerned with search term column, the keyword column, clicks, conversions, costs, and impressions. The rest of them are good to know, but you don't have to look at them right away. So the reason is because, what's a search term? Let's see what Google says. Search term shows actual searches that a significant number of people have used and that resulted in your ad being shown. Google used to show every single search that your ad was shown for, but they don't anymore. They consolidate a lot of them, and they don't fully 100% show each individual search, unfortunately. But this is the next best thing, and it is a very good representation of how your ads are showing up. Then I like to put the keyword column very, very close to that, because keyword shows the keyword that triggered your ad to show for a search. So in theory, a lot of people think keyword and search terms are basically the same thing. They're not. And we may see some examples how they're not. Google has become more broad. So the keywords that you're using, and we're looking at a Hyundai example, but the keywords that you're using may be Hyundai or Hyundai Santa Fe or Hyundai Santa Fe for sale, but that may trigger searches like Hyundai Santa Fe color, or Hyundai Santa Fe old model, or Hyundai Santa Fe recall. So that's why it's important to make the distinction between keywords and search terms, because even though they're very, very close, you have to audit and make sure your keywords are showing up for the right search terms. That gets more into match types, and match types we're not going to go through in this video, but if you leave me something in the comments, I can go through match types and exactly which ones to use and where to use them and how that's updated in 2024. Anyways, let's go through this search term report briefly. Okay, so what we can look at now, I have our conversions segmented out. Unfortunately, I have to blur a lot of things out to keep the privacy of this store. And what you'll see, I mean, this applies to car dealers, but it also applies to any local business as well, because local businesses have directional based searches where it's a town plus the actual keyword. You know, Chicago Hyundai dealer, or, now that's not the example I'm looking at, but, or Chicago nail salon, or Chicago ice cream parlor, or Indiana, or, Wichita City ice cream parlor, whatever. So that's what local businesses have. So a lot of these principles will apply for local businesses as well, but I'm looking at a car dealer example in this situation. I do have some comparison going on here. And when I look, I can see, okay, here's the Hyundai search term and Hyundai keyword. I've spent this amount of money on this keyword. It's generated this amount of clicks. And also important to know, it's generated this amount of conversions. I got this almost 17 calls from ads, which is awesome, right? So let's keep going. A lot of these keywords are going to be branded keywords, so I have to keep that anonymous. Plus, we have competitor campaigns going on, so I'm blocking out the competitors as well. So this one actually is a branded keyword. So this branded keyword got a lot of interactions. The average cost per click is pretty cheap. I can see our conversions. We have about 7 conversions here. So what do I look for mostly in this report? The first thing I'm going to look for is making sure that my keyword and my search term actually match. So in these examples that we can see, Hyundai Kona, Hyundai Kona, Hyundai Palisade, Hyundai Palisade. And note, these have brackets which indicate exact match. So it's going to be a pretty close match. Then we scroll down, we have Hyundai Santa Fe in quotations, which is phrase match to Hyundai Santa Fe. Then we have Hyundai Palisade to Hyundai Palisade, Kona to Kona. So we're actually doing really well, and that's not surprising for this account because this account I've dealt with for many, many years. We add negative search terms in, or negative keywords in regularly to exclude, so it should buy pretty clean. When I say buy pretty clean, that means that the keyword should match the search term very, very closely. Hyundai near me, Hyundai near me. This one, Hyundai Santa Fe, Hyundai Santa Fe. This one's actually a little bit different. I can't show you the actual keyword, but this keyword actually is a branded keyword that triggered Hyundai Santa Fe. That happens sometimes. Okay, moving down the line, we got Hyundai dealership to Hyundai dealership. Palisade to Palisade. Hyundai Elantra, interesting. Hyundai Elantra triggered Hyundai sale. Or I'm sorry, Hyundai sale, the keyword, triggered Hyundai Elantra. Again, it's not a big deal that happened. That's going to happen sometimes. But again, that's why this report is really, really important to look at. This type of matching is what you should get. If you're not getting this type of matching where basically 98% of your keywords match your search terms almost to the T, you might be doing something incorrect. You might be using the wrong match types. You might be using the wrong campaign types. You might be using a combination of both of those errors, and that could be costing you a lot of money. So that's why it's really important to look at this, and you can't just look at it once or twice. I'd recommend to look at it periodically. You know, if you haven't looked at this in a while, I'd recommend to look at it pretty religiously. Maybe not every day, but you can look at it a couple times a week in the beginning. And then once you add more negative keywords and look at that, then you can look at it more periodically, maybe once every couple of weeks or once a month. The problem is when you do once a month, there's a lot of searches that your ads will trigger. So when you show up a lot of searches, you just got to go through a lot. So it's helpful to look at once every 2 weeks, once every month max, right? And if you get hundreds of thousands of searches for whatever reason, you take an audit. You do a sample size and see what comes up. So hopefully this helps, guys. This is my favorite report now, then, and forever. It's the search term report in Google Ads. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me comments if you'd like to see anything else regarding this. And stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to actually dive in a little bit more on the search term report and how to make it even easier. Stay tuned. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.